Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say, he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's a joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more, or click the URL in the video description below. Yes, it does come, in fact, with a fun PIC-to-8 rail adapter, so you can mount it to any standard AR-15 like all awesome accessories can be. Lastly, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part podcast, you have Canoo EV startup filing bankruptcy. Rest in peace. What could have been. All 18 prospective clients would be very disappointed that they can't get this funny, weird, off-roading looking EV, which I'm sure went at least 18 miles in range. Now, this comes to us thanks to thedrive.com, specifically Beverly, who's a writer over there. And they say, quote, "Pour one out for Canoo, the EV startup that dared to be different," which, sometimes different isn't always great. I usually say differentiate or die. Well, in this case, they differentiate and they did die. Now, they say, quote, "Canoo's utilitarian yet cool EVs look like no other. The startup has filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy and ceased operations immediately." Which also, the thing about, they say a utilitarian cool EV for outdoors. If I am an outdoorsman and I like going to the middle of nowhere like this marketing picture would suggest, this looks like this Canoo is in the middle of some desert with mountains, and it has some nice foliage, don't get me wrong, beautiful picture. Trump would probably say it's the beautiful picture, the marketing is great, I want to be there in the background, but there's nowhere to charge this damn thing. What are they thinking? Not even a solar panel, which would also take 12 years to charge. More or less, he'd probably say something to that effect. I say that because, talk to anyone in the off-roading community with a modicum of intelligence, and there's a reason you see those funny Jeeps with the extra canisters of, yes, gasoline bolted to the side of the vehicle so they can refuel. Because again, when you're in the middle of nowhere, guess what they don't have? Pretty much any infrastructure. Yes, they also don't have gas stations, but thankfully, gasoline is the most, with the technology we currently have today, pretty much the most effective, energy-dense material we can have for conversion of fuel into mechanical energy to move cars forward. So, there's a reason why, again, I have no idea who the prospective client was for this company. Now, they claim, or say, quote, "Canoo, it seems it can't. The upstart electric vehicle maker was focusing on commercial and fleet clients, including NASA," which, considering how the private sector is eating away at NASA and pretty much how they're showing all of their ineptitudes, probably not great to think of them as a prospective client. Now, they also filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy and ceased operations. In a press conference, Canoo stated that after attempts to secure additional financing support failed, the U.S.-based high-tech advanced mobility and energy company was left with no more options. In a statement, they claim, quote, "Canoo has unfortunately been unable to secure financial support from the U.S. Department of Energy's Loan Program Office." Oh my God. The government made a good deal, or made a good call? They chose not to fund this abomination of a vehicle? I'm pretty damn surprised. That this has to be one of the few good things, or in terms of the government's making a good call and not wasting money, this is I don't want to say it's a first, but it's a rare thing. Now, they claim, quote, "Recently, the company's executives were in discussions with foreign sources of capital. In light of the fact that their efforts were unsuccessful, the board has made the difficult decision to file for insolvency," unquote. The fall of Canoo was a slow process that picked up a furious pace in 2024, according to TechCrunch. A string of top executives' departure was followed by the company's Oklahoma factory being idled and remaining 82 employees being furloughed. The company's bankruptcy filing was made with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for Delaware, differing from the Chapter 11 bankruptcies of Fisker and Lordstown Motors. Canoo's Chapter 7 filing means it's shutting down operations immediately with assets to be liquefied via court appointee trustees. Which, their CEO, Tony Aguila, says, quote, "We would like to thank the company's employees for the dedication and hard work. We know that you believed in our company, and we did. We're truly disappointed that things turned out the way they did." Here you can see some of the other funny concepts, which, that was their concept for the U.S. Postal Service, which hopefully Trump will get rid of that abomination in terms of being the poster child of ineptitudes, corruption, and just pretty much failing at every metric of success from a operational perspective and cost perspective. The fact the U.S. government still has United States Postal Service is ridiculous. But that was a concept vehicle they submitted for them. And here you can see all the like funny looking vehicles where, again, they're not too unique in fact that they want to use that same chassis or same rolling chassis for all the vehicles and put a body on it. I mean, other manufacturers like GM, I think, are copying that with a couple of them. So they claim that is unique for New York Minute. Here you can see the really ugly looking things they submitted for the NASA contracts. So yeah, it looks like, I mean, again, the concept is pretty radical, but yeah, I'm not sure what type of intellectual property they'll try to auction off or sell off with liquidation process, or who will swoop in and buy with the remaining assets of the company. But yeah, again, they were in a couple of news articles throughout the years, but not too surprised they're going to be biting the dust. Well, pun moderately intended, since, they are in the picture right there. But let me know, did you even hear about Canoo, and would you have bought one? Let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.